So there is Brahmagupta, the mathematician, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about Brahmagupta. In 628, Brahmagupta, in his book, the Brahmasputa Siddhanta, gave rules for adding and subtracting integers. And in his rules for subtraction, Brahmagupta does not define 0 as any number subtracted from itself. But in his Sankala rules for addition, so Brahmagupta defines 0 as the sum of a positive and negative number of equal magnitude. And that is completely consistent with the laws of physics. So 0 was defined in India as positive n plus negative n. Very differently to the way we teach children 0, we say 0 is what you get when you subtract any number from itself. So 0 in mathematics is also what you get when you add any equal number of opposites together. So a question is, why is a negative subtracted from 0 equal to a positive? Well, here, positive n plus negative n, that is 0, because that's how 0 is defined. So if we subtract the negative from 0, all that remains is the positive. So it's a consequence of the definition of 0 of how we start to explain why a positive subtracted from a negative equals, a positive subtracted from 0 equals negative, and why a negative subtracted from 0 equals a positive. There's a whole lot of symmetry missing in the mathematics, the way the world currently understands it. So imagine that 0, or shunya, the void, shunya, 0 was split. Bam! And that 0 that was in the middle, that void, was split into the positive numbers and the negative numbers. Now in physics, there's no arbitrary law that says that the quantities on this side are less than the quantities on that side. In physics, there's no law that says that the gravity pulling you this way is less than the gravity pulling you that way. So there's a saying in mathematics that God made the integers and everything else is the work of man. I changed that a little bit. I say God gave us the integers, but the devil is in the detail. Okay, so the number line is symmetrical about 0, and the mirror image numbers and the magnitudes on either side of 0 all sum to 0. If you added every single real number on the real number line, the sum of all numbers on the real number line sum to 0. And in case you've missed the connection, the cartoons are the pedagogy. Let's dig deep for the answer from ground level 0. So there we are at the beach. If we're at the beach, as children, we might take a bucket and a spade, and we might dig a hole with our spade and put all of the sand in the bucket, and then if you tip the bucket upside down, you actually might make a block or a bump. So, no bump, there are 0 bumps, there are 0 holes. So if we had our bucket and spade, we might dig a hole and put all the sand in the bump. So, imagine Pogo the puppy dug a hole with her spade and put it into a square-sided bucket, tip it upside down and put it here. What we are getting is this is a proxy for positive 1, this is now a proxy for negative 1. So you can ask children, is that true or false? And this morning, when I asked this, about 200 children, they all said true. Because they understand what's going on with this story. We're not talking about positives or negatives yet, we're just talking about physics, the physics of quantity. True or false? True or false? And all the children called out false. Because Pogo's got 1 hole, negative 1, And yet here she's got 2 bumps, which is positive 2. That's impossible for her in the laws of physics. True or false? All the children said true. True or false? Even though we've changed the shape, the children still said true. So, is Podo the puppy real? That's what children often ask me. And there I am at the beach with Podo the puppy. So, I came up with these stories because these stories were what was going on in my life. I had a dog, liked to dig holes, made mounds of dirt, and so this is how the story started to emerge. So, like Jonathan, Podo also found the lost logic of negative numbers. So, ancient China had positives and negatives 2,000 years before Europe. That's a long time. Yet the first Chinese maths book with India's 0 came in the year 1247. So negative numbers were never less than 0 in either ancient China or India. And yet all around the world, people are saying negative numbers are less than 0. But that is an idea that came out of England, and that is a wrong idea. It does not fit with physics. So the ancient Chinese and Indians had numbers for positive things and numbers for negative things. Positive numbers just count or measure things, and negative numbers just count or measure opposite things. Opposite things in mathematics cancel each other out, like holes and bumps, or going left and then going right. All opposite things that cancel each other out can get counted with the same numbers. And consider the symmetry of quantity. So here on the black side, we've got counts or measures of negative units. And here are some of the words that might be used with negative numbers. So we've got debts, loss, cold, below 0, less than enough, below ground, to the hour, and so on. So they're all things that might be counted or measured that we can use negative numbers for. And on the right-hand side of 0, we've got counts or measures of positive units. And there are all the opposite units to these units. So just as we've got loss, we've got profit, we've got down, we've got up, we've got left, we've got right, south, north, below ground, above ground, to the hour, past the hour, deceleration, acceleration. So we have, in physics, all of these different quantities that have opposites, forces applied to them, and we can use positives and negatives with these ideas at school and also later on.